I know I'm late to the party because I can see that you've already gotten the answer to your question, but I think that your talent is so interesting that I wanted to share more about it. The talent that I'm referencing is called the Marcus Gunn jaw wing. It was first described by Marcus Gunn. He's an ophthalmologist who lived during the 1800s. And the thought process is that your brain is sending a signal to your jaw muscles, specifically your pterygoid muscle, and that message or signal is also received by your upper eyelids. So they do something called synkinesis, which is when they move together. In most, this is isolated to one side of the face, but in even more rare cases, this can be bilateral or affect both sides. But what I've read is that it most often simply affects the left side. And if my TikTok calculations are correct, I think that that's the left side of your face. Also, for those who experience this, they find often that their symptoms are more pronounced when they're looking from the downward direction. And it's usually first identified by the person's mother while the infant is breastfeeding because the action of feeding often stimulates the same response. I think one of the most important things about this is that not to scare anyone out there who has this, but there's a slight increased risk of complications with anesthesia. So it's just important to bring up with your doctor and your anesthesiologist, especially if you ever have to be put under sedation. Again, it's a slight increased risk, but it's just important to know about to better protect you against risk in the future. But thank you for sharing.